Right, let me go ahead and add the thing. And we should be good to go, pretty much.
Alright, heads or tails?
Heads. Yep, I will go first.
Okay.
And lol.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba-da. I see that unit energy in there, and it's like, oh, that makes me sad because I didn't build anything else that sort of way, but I was sort of looking back at the Noiva and stuff, going, is Psychic and Dark on the same thing? No, it was on the blend energy, not the unit energy. So I was like, man, that would have been kind of cool if you could have paid both with one thing there, you know.
Okay.
Registeel.
And I'm immediately...
You're immediately blockaded. Yep.
Is it really that blue?
Yeah, it's pretty blue.
It just looks off.
Yeah. Hey, Azure.
Okay, we're Buzzrock. Got it.
Play Buzz. Kukui for 2. Fighting on the Buzz. And pass it back to you because I can't beacon here. Only die horribly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Acrobatic.
That feeling when a weakness actually matters on on Vulpix.
Oh, what awkward.
When you're in a blind matchup, when you got Vulpix Rockruff, you always start the Vulpix.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is an awkward choice. I think I take that. Ultra Ball discarding Cynthia and Metal Energy. Actually, is there that in there?
Casual reminder, by the way, that we don't have to actually reveal our stuff for Acrobike.
Oh.
Since it did flip over before you put it back, it's like, now you don't actually reveal the stuff for Acrobike. You reveal a discard, obviously, because that's going to the discard pile, but the cards you take, nah, that's your own thing. Will be important later if Pidgeotto gets played, because yes, it's not solely for control bullshit.
Okay, Slugma, put down Shrine and Lily for 7. I'm just gonna make sure that's shuffled. Okay, we have a Drying Pan, Steel type energy, and we will Turbo Arm.
Yeah, that kills the Vulpix. And on the Buzz, still has to go in.
Oh boy.
Bench of Vulpix.
Yep.
Bloodthirsty Eyes pulling the Ditto.
I'm just gonna put this to the side since it's clear what's happening here.
Yeah, it's obviously dying at this point. I'm just thinking, what? No, you just showed me Shrine, so yeah, it goes out the deck. A band on the Vulpix because you showed me Shrine. And Let Loose.
Might actually be better for me if you've done that.
One of those sort of situations, eh?
Oh.
Oh.
I'll just keep this this round anyway.
It's Thea.
AKA the forgotten one.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this.
Yeah, like who the hell remembers this is a character?
Oras. No.
No, it was Oras. She was the contest lady.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. For some
Yeah.
reason I was trying to say costume Pikachu girl, but
Nah.
that didn't seem 100% honest.
Nah, not quite. Although I get why you would say that, yeah.
Yeah, just go for this pair.
Yeah, it's almost surprising in a way. I mean, it's nice that she kind of gets this sort of bit for it. It's funny that she never gets to do anything towards Altaria, though.
Yep.
Because, yeah, like, if she could do something that benefited an Altaria, that would be, like,
Fancy.
a thing.
A lot of fighting on the Lycanroc. And just go with things. Yeah, take my Jet Punch PO. Can I just quickly read Drying Pan?
Should be 30 from
Yeah,
all
no.
sources, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, just double checking. In that case, put it on the Slugma. And I take Shrine Chip. You didn't check your prize.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That needs to go back to the
Another
debt
Let
from
Loose.
Let Loose, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it does.
So I'll just put that in there. It was Steelix. Nest Ball.
Okay, I know I said the audio stuff was like reasonable, but you do need to
Sorry,
make sure
I
you're...
moved the microphone a
Yeah.
little. Yeah, I moved the microphone a little.
That's the
think
one
we'll get
thing
that.
I'm noticing. It's like your new mic is like sensitive to how far away, very sensitive to how far away you are from it. So
You know what? It might just be this fuzzy thing on. Give me a second.
it could be pop filter.
We took the fuzzy thing off. We'll see how that goes.
No more fuzz for you.
Cynthia. Acrobike?
But yeah, Azrael is completely right. What the heck are contests? And why does this happen? Why I don't have the timestamps of it? Because again, freaking I hate Twitch TV keeping on doing this. Why did they do this? Timestamps and new messages on. That should be the default. Why is it not?
Attach a DCE to the Onyx and we will use our Turbo Arm for 40.
60 after.
70 after. Yeah, there's
Just remembered.
There's a Delmais in play.
Yep, just remembered that.
That's okay. It's easy to forget that sort of thing. Really, it's not a card that comes up very often.
I get punished hard though. Fairytales?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say this bench situation is kind of awkward for you, isn't it? Because of the roadblock.
Yeah. Like I had to let loose that draw as well. Like that or another Kukui in hope. Oh, I should have checked rides for that. Oh dear. Oh no, it's not. That's useless. I wouldn't get out too excitedly. I wouldn't get them.
Still good to have one around.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones. You know exactly the thing I mean referencing with that then.
Yeah.
The why did you sound
Spring.
so British in that? Lied. Yeah.
And play the blower, take away drying pan. Let's see, doing 50 right now. So, I'm just contemplating.
Yeah, because we know from last turn that you've got that.
Threaten the 2-hit KO with the beast. And yeah, I'm just gonna let's see. Yep. 30 on Slugma.
I can do that, but it's awkward. Guess we'll have to go for it. Cynthia?
Oh, it was just make it, wasn't it? Shit.
Rescue stretcher.
Why not? It doesn't actually. Hang on, let's watch
Here's
it.
one I discarded earlier.
Okay, it's playing retreat now.
Yeah.
Economics.
Hail Crush.
Yeah. That's 90 damage, put me on 160.
Unfortunate.
Let's see. Absorption right now is 250, so it dies. I can just attach and kill.
Yeah, absorption is 220, right? Because you've got 5 prizes remaining, and the the beast
250 beast energy.
the beast energy is cancelled out by the frying pan, right?
Ah, right. Yeah, oh yeah, I was thinking before frying pan.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's dead. If I go for that, it's. Just looking over my hand, I don't see much better. So, not this yet. And because Knuckle Impact is nowhere close to a kill here, so just gonna splat it with absorption. Shame to commit something else
Onyx.
dying.
Shrine.
It's the problem now, those are.
Metal Energy, and Turbo Arm.
Yeah, here's the problem though, I don't have a great follow-up.
Let's just get that beast energy out of here real quick.
Oh yeah, right. Just get that. I can maybe rig it to automatically banish that, but
Yeah, it could be kind of awkward though, eh?
yeah, probably there's no specific location for Lost Zone cards, so yeah, this deck isn't playing ball right now. Really don't wanna.
Certainly isn't as easy as it used to be, eh?
That's just suicide. This. Oh no, I don't know if Beast Ring turn here. Ugh. Also, I think it's over, but. Attach fighting, play Lele. I think it's already GG, I just don't have the I think the pseudos kind of must mess me up too much here.
Yeah, that's the impression I've gotten off of this. Because yeah, this would be a beast ring turn, but you know.
There's no beast
That
to
just
ring
not
to.
seeing any of my Cynthias or Lilies.
Yeah, that obviously doesn't help either. God, this is why I'm just like so sketch about these.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scoop here, just looking through my deck. I just don't see an out.
This is why I'm like so sketch about these just draw the supporter decks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steelix coming down next turn probably completely shuts that out as well, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. It was probably a mistake to put the Diancie down, but I really wanted that 2-shot on the Registeel. Because I knew it was because Steelix wasn't down. It wasn't pay retreat there. There was a good chance I was gonna have to hit it again.
Yeah.
I was kind of reading a Guzma incoming, but
Yeah, so Sai was just like effectively playing out the rest of the turn bit there with it, getting the Ultra Ball, gets them a cargo, that stacks the DCE to the top. Steelix was already kind of there in hand from the draw for turn, I believe it was. And it's just like, yeah, from that, it's like, well, we've just about got everything off it. The only thing that's missing is the direct switch, but you don't really need that immediately.
Because I can still just turbo arm.
Yeah, although then where's the
A bit
DCE?
slower, but
Yeah. No, it's just like where's the DCE gone at that point, sort of bit is the
yeah.
the only weird question there.
I can't easily kill this Eve without dragging it in. Like, maybe it should have been an early drag in.
Could have been.
Like, I saw a Ditto of energy on it though. That's just such a good tempting
I was
target.
looking for this earlier. It wasn't there.
I didn't look at the prices and stuff this time round, but yeah, I can understand that one.
So game 2,
Sure.
fairly quick. I'll go first.
Yep.
Okay. Like, I should mention it.
I mean, there's not generally a reason to on when you're going first, but yeah, it doesn't hurt exactly.
Yeah, probably.
It's kind of like the setting in main phase 2 thing. It's like, yeah, like
Yeah,
optimally, you probably don't put more than one thing down if you're going first, because who cares? But like, again, if it's going to be part of the game plan anyway, who cares?
I could look at his hand, maybe an oopsie. He may have,
Yeah, that's the other thing, isn't
like,
it? It's like maybe you would have
I may
wanted
have
to...
actually wanted to do like. But it's only because I topped. It's only because I topped this brook. Like, it actually is a correct. Then again, it's too much the opener. It might be best just to go for this other thing. I'm going with that then. I'm correct to discard that. Yep. And again. Actually, thinking through it, I think correct play is actually to not play that at all, but just attach and raw Marshadow.
Okay.
It had no support in it, so it had to be Marsh, but at some point in that turn, but well, it's not really a support you want. Yeah, that's that in case you try to do the same for me in the past.
I think the alternative could have been to like fill the bench out and just be like, you know, I think you had enough stuff that we could have probably filled it, and it'd just be like, well, if you put the Pseudo Widow down now, since this is game 2 knowledge, it's like, well, I could just get rid of the Marsh or something, right? That's the other alternative.
But I didn't want to put all my GXs down to Shrine. That was on my mind.
That's also a problem. Problem which I'm pretty sure would have been fine because you didn't have to do that in that hand.
Yeah, I did have answers to it in that hand, but that means not marshing.
No, no,
Grand
no, it
Gary,
doesn't.
and Shrine, Metal Energy, Instruct. Just making sure of Ultra Ball, discarding Rescue Stretcher and Metal Energy.
For what it's worth, I'm not necessarily saying my my consideration from that hand was better. Just there was a way you could have done it without having to bench the third one down.
Turbo Arm.
Okay, that is 40 on the active, 10 on the bench. Oh. What am I actually impressed by?
That is always the question.
Where's board state is? Because we're in the pseudo. Patch. Jet Punch, put the 30. Yeah, I should organise it into Knuckle Impact range. Put it on the Onyx.
This is 50, by the way, because of the Diancie for the active.
Yep, that's it.
So I've corrected that.
Slugma, Instruct.
And just
Yeah, the
right, shit. Right.
Guzma and Nidiancy.
two can play at that game, apparently.
Metal Frying Pan. Nest Ball. Turbo Arm.
Okay. No. 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 Oh, don't. Oh. Okay, we get to play the game still. We get to. Attached to the Buzz GX on the bench. Lily for 5.
That's out of Guzma, so at least there's that.
True.
Chocolate. Deck check.
Yeah, because there's still a bench space, so it's still possible at the moment.
That's sitting there. That's in. Ooh, what the pricing? What the pricing? Okay.
I will admit that is not something I had looked at yet, but
Actually, yeah, I will take one. I will take this from the deck, actually. I'll take a Vulpix.
Yep.
And I'll pass from there.
Oh, that's slightly annoying. Instruct for 2. That helps. Turbo Arm.
Okay. Useful. Volt Fairytales.
Man, this Sudowoodo really is a right asshole, isn't he? In this one.
Yeah, there's a reason I tried to Guzma kill the fucker. Yeah. Do I just get 2 of that? No, be smart, get your beast ring. Yeah. Switch beast ring?
Yep.
Which something, yeah, it's on 160, so I can attach this and just knuckle impact KO that, I believe.
Yeah. It's 130.
What I will do, which is
Oh, fuck off. Guzma.
what are you pulling in?
Probably Deancey. Instruct for 1. Ultra Ball discarding Ditto, Prism Star, and Guzma. Well, I think it's way too late at this point. You've practically bricked me out of this. Is there anything I can even get here that helps? No?
Cargo, right?
Yeah, for next turn.
You can see why I put the 30 on here now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You bricked me out of the game with your Marshadow. I just could not draw anything.
Yeah. Not with the Cynthia to get.
I'd have been curious to see. Oh, gone.
There was nothing in deck that would have helped me, because then I would have been having put up something I really didn't want to next turn.
Yeah, I'd have at least been curious to see what the second draw would have been if you just benched a Ditto first, but, you know, it is what it is.
Go for a third.
Game 3, I guess.
That's all important game 3.
I hope. Let's see if we can get a hand which doesn't require me to bench Marshadow into a matchup I really don't want to.
Mulligan.
Our mulligans will be legendary.
But that's not great either, okay.
Really? I don't know which on the 60 HP you're on right now, just saying.
Nest ball.
In before it just has a random rainbow energy in there and is just like, yeah, 50 damage, get right. Yeah, Sudowoodo has been doing quite a bit, so I can understand why you just go shotgun that.
Acrobike. Yeah, because we're just going to be switching out one-on-one later anyways. Acrobike again. Actually... yeah, we take that. Ultra Ball discarding Shrine and Steelix.
Okay, that's either Desperation or there's a second Shrine. That's either
Oh, there's multiple Shrines in this deck.
It's probably not a good idea to play it down on turn 1 when there's nothing to hit with it, right? Considering Brooklet fighting deck.
Instruct.
True.
Okay, that definitely seems a lot better. Lily.
That's the Lily for 6. That's the...
Yep. Down Registeel, put down the drying pan. And go ahead.
Was that a pass? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Away from the mic again, so...
And not.
I didn't catch it. No.
Microphone hasn't moved.
Want to die. I think this... It's guarding blue, mostly. Ultra Ball, discard. Actually, what? I don't think discard both of these guys in this matchup. Yeah, single point. I'll probably have eaten around the banana. 2 cookies. Dead here. Utility down. This guy later. Buzz? No.
Yep.
Attach Pine to active. Cynthia.
Yep.
Okay, that's a draw. Bench Ditto. And pass.
Oh, that's just not. That is so close. That is annoying.
I see it as well. I'm like, oh no.
Damn it. And there's probably an evolution in there. That's annoying. I think I still have to go for it. Is the thing. Patch Metal, Guzma in the Ditto.
Yeah, that was a risk, but...
And we'll Turbo Arm.
It's, damage can always be weird. Yeah, there's no modifiers or anything in play here, so it is just 30 to the Ditto.
Ah, okay, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, there's no Delmise in play, so...
Not enough room, unfortunately.
Uh-huh. Where's our Skyfield when we need it? I guess that's the thing about playing so many of these like utility Tetmons, isn't it? Is that bench space gets filled by all of them, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Let's think about this turn.
I want it to be Marshadow proof.
That's, yeah,
This is...
completely reasonable.
There's a rip right here. What we're pulling it. Don't have a large head. I don't really have a bench. Bench a Buzz. Attach a unit to this Buzz. Bloodthirsty Eyes in the Oranguru.
Yeah.
Lily for 4. Switch.
Yep.
Yep, I will. Jet Punch, put the 30 on the Onyx with energy.
Much energy. Oh, I want to do that, but it'd be kind of expensive.
That's always the way.
Oh, Cynthia. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea to throw back. Too bad What's left? Yeah, Punch, put the 30 on the healthy Onyx.
Ultra Ball discarding Macargo and Nest Ball. Hit and Liza, first effect.
There we are, all the big steely boys back in play.
Hail Crush. Victory Star.
There's a Victini in play. Ah.
19.
I don't think it matters much here. I do.
Well, it's if a double tails gets flipped again, right? Then it's probably
Yeah.
kind of annoying.
Yeah, like, it probably doesn't matter, but there's a slight potential it does. Which would be a very sad moment for you for Zai if that happened.
My only solace is that your other attacks cost 3 energy.
Yeah, there's not really any way of getting that powered up right now, is there?
Not unless he Guzmas and takes out the other one, which would be annoying, but then you're leaving the fully charged one up.
Yeah. So it's disadvantages both way around.
And I think you'd rather go for the Sudowoodo at that point.
It's been a bit of a bastard, so wouldn't be too surprised.
Do this, ditch this, lay the energy down. What a good things to the window. Yeah. Ultra Ball, discard Choice Band and Lele. Get Lycanroc GX. Pull, evolve the Ditto, pull in the... Yeah, pull in the Victini. Attach unit energy to the benched Buzzwole. Lily for free. And Jet Punch, putting the 30. Yeah, I should put it. I'm probably at Frying Pan. Put it on the this Steelix here with free energy on it.
Okay.
Plays around and that way. Plays around.
Rescue Stretcher. Oh, we're doing the 3 into shuffle. Sorry.
Yep. Guru Cargo Steelix seems pretty good.
I can get out, but it's expensive. Do I want to guarantee the get out? Or do I want to play this first?
Probably the latter.
Lily for 4. Yeah, because that gets me that and that.
Yep. So 1 energy retreat, so...
And Tail Crush. I don't think it matters, but I'm doing it anyways.
Yeah. Makes you feel better, so... we got one this time.
Do. And the Beast Ring.
Yep.
Where are they?
Yeah, Beast Ring certainly does get annoying. It's like, well, not much we could do about that.
Rocklet. Rocklet search. Get a Buzz. Beast Ring.
Yep.
And... a good idea. Yes, Beast Ring.
Greedy.
You know, just casually have all your Beast Rings. Just
Yeah, just keep the owls. Yeah, it's totally fine.
And we'll take a Knuckle Impact KO.
Okay, that raises questions. Yeah, I think we do this. And Turbo Arm.
That's Turbo Arm. Okay. Oh.
Yep. So casual reminder, this one cannot attack period at the moment.
Yep. I'm aware.
That's alright, these sort of things have been like, you know, errors that have happened before, so yeah, because a lot of these attacks can't use this attack next turn, but now, you know.
Ultra Ball, discard Rockruff and Ultra Ball. Marto's to hand, not playing it yet. Just checking my deck before I committed. I'll just unit energy on the Lycanroc. Guzma in the bench Steelix. Yeah, this gets heal up. Last card, Marshadow. And Knuckle Impact KO.
Yeah, I still do this.
Oops.
Oh, you picked up your... Yeah.
Evolve with the Steelix. Frying Pan. Rangaroo. Instruct. Turbo Arm.
Okay.
Whoops, that is not what I meant to do. It's alright. Search the wrong
Nice.
pile.
Cool. So Dangerous Row is doing the full 250 right now, which does kill that Steelix. So Guzma in
fuck
Steelix.
No, you ruined everything with that Marshadow.
That's the Marshadow's job.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nasty pricing.
I needed one more KO and it would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Guzma training kind of is the thing. I mean, again, that was a bit of a high roll in general with the stuff there. Hello, triple beast ring.
You
just
high
like,
rolled the fuck out of that. You should have no
Yeah,
chance
didn't
there.
even need to Fairytales that game.
You should have had no chance there.
Yeah, I think it's a bad matchup for me, easily.
It's a horrific matchup for you.
See, I'm not so sure about that, but yeah, it's seeing the way the things went with it there, I'm not convinced it's that ridiculously bad. But when you see triple beast ring in the same turn, it's like, ugh, obviously.
And that many Guzmas in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deck's not even playing a full 4 of both, so like, you know.
Like, it's supposed to Fairytales for these beast rings, but when you just hard draw them, it's like, okay. You don't complain.
You're not meant to be KOing every Steelix every turn like that.
No, but the fact it can happen with the with just a little bit of setup for this stuff, it's not. It's like Buzzwole itself is not a million miles away. It's not as if we're hitting 120 or 130 or something here. We are actually pretty close. So.
And I was playing to do that by hitting by 13 those Onyx instead of going after your pseudo or something.
I think
those were very important 30 chips. Those were...
Yeah, like I guess the awkward bit for the Steelix is that the Onyx doesn't get protected by the frying pan. That's kind of rough, because if that could have worked out, being able to stop the damage early, then that would have obviously been quite the changer as well. Yeah, I don't know.
This list is the LAIC list on the Legends with one change. Stretcher out for a Ditto Prism. I didn't think the deck. I think with the Ditto edition, the deck didn't need the Stretcher that much, and having a third Prism star for the Seer Define just sounds like a good idea. Especially as it's a Ditto with 2 stage 1s, so it's still getting use even without the Seer thing.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's for if you needed to like pitch with the Giraffe Rig early or something or whatever.
So you could, I imagine it was either Giraffe Rig for specific matchups, this guy for specific matchups, or to just toss things to Ultra Ball early, knowing you can stretch a search with Fairytales to get them later.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously we haven't seen as much of him, but he certainly is still around. It's not as ridiculously strong as it used to be that way because they've literally lost a strong part of their energy, but it is still pretty good because Beast Ring is really dumb. And
Fairytales is a new trick it can use.
yeah, one sort of thing this one isn't doing, but some of these variants were doing, was using Custom Catcher as part of the list as well. Right, because Ninetales can just get double Custom Catcher immediately, and then that's like Ultra Ball for Gust, and you can still draw in the same turn. That was an alternative that some of these builds were doing as well.
I think that was a later thing that's not on this format's list, but that's certainly something you can do. I wanted to play this one because I think it's the only time we're going to see this do anything. And a couple of the techie things on the list.
I mean, it's probably not something I would bring most of the time, but there are certainly places where I could see it. Because getting in Pikarom, actually, you could get Thunder Mountain and Cocoa Prism in the same turn. That's pretty good. Potentially in Blacephalon decks, you could get like Beast Energy plus the Heat Factory is pretty good. And you play Ditto quite often in that deck anyway, not all the time, but like it can be your 5th play pole after all, which does actually matter later on when we get the other Naganadel GX, because being able to have more of that stuff in play is better. I don't know. There are times where it could get used, but the big question mark about it is always like, is it worth the supporter slot? And it's like only really if you can search it, right? So like if you're playing Lele anyway, then like sure, but otherwise it's probably not worth it in most decks.
Playing this list, the thing I don't like are these Kukui. I'd rather more Lilies.
See, ironically, that's the only thing that makes this matchup okay for you, is having those. When you think about it, because the extra 20 damage actually does matter an awful lot into one-shotting these Steelix over here.
Oh, really?
Well, think about it. Diancie plus Kukui gives you 200.
Oh yeah, the Diancie guy. Yeah. Diancie Kukui does get you a good way. Not going to throw 200 to Ultra Ball early, but shoving that Guzma back in probably saved me late game there, so...
Yeah, no,
I was expecting to be killing the various support mons, not the Steelix. I just took those chances because I saw them.
Yeah. No, but you're going to have to probably mow through at least one or two of them at some point with it, and, like, yeah, that's mostly how you're going to do it, isn't it? Is the extra mods that you've got, like Kukui is that extra unit that would get there. So that's one of the few reasons I say, yeah, I don't think this is like the absolute worst matchup for you, because you can get there, unlike most decks that can be considered here, you know.
And the deck does respect Shrine, 3 and a blower.
Yep. Yeah, 4 outs for that.
Doesn't help when 2 of them are prized.
Yep, that was kind of rough.
And one got discarded early.
Yeah, that was before we knew that they were prized, so it is tough for sure.
Normally, you'd assume that you'd still have 2 at least in there.
Yeah, you can't predict double prize like that. That's just not something you do. Just super paranoid.
Yeah.
You're taking prizes, you're not stall decks. You pretty like to see one, if there is 2 prized, one of them's pretty likely to be high up in the prizes for you to pick up later.
Except they're both on the same row.
At least it's not like me. Every time I prize a 2 off of something, it's always on the bottom because I take from the top, so, you know. Ah, boy.
But it's really there to help Steelix's otherwise sort of mediocre damage.
Yeah. Yeah, because realistically, this guy is kind of trash as far as damage goes. Let's be honest here. There's not really a polite way of putting it. His damage is garbage, but that's not really the point of the card, right? The point of the card is that it can do damage and also walls out a lot of
forces 2
stuff.
shots a lot of the time.
Yeah. So it's trying to play the 2-hit wall, which it is kind of successful in, but
I mean, even if it's not a 2-hit war, if it's 3-hit 2 Prizer versus 2-hit 1 Prizer,
Yeah,
that favors the Steelix.
it usually does, yeah.
Especially if I can bleed you near the start of the game with the shrine.
Yes. Yeah, because then it turns things into, okay, maybe this might actually one-shot now if I flip the heads, sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised there's no Ace Roller, but I guess there's space is a problem for it.
Space and getting the energy back.
Yeah, it's like Ace Roll is cute and all, but then like how you've got to set the Onyx up again, and it's like you've still got to get 2 energy on the thing that way, and the Onyx is a fair bit more vulnerable to like Guzmarin than what the Steelix would be, and it's just like you have to pre-commit the energy to the Onyx because otherwise you're not going to have enough to attack with the Steelix. I just like,
Okay, yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
I will admit I high rolled on the Registeel.
Yeah, that was the starting that.
I thought it was 2-3 of this the way it was coming out. Like, okay, yeah, that's a big part of your plan.
Yeah.
It's not really, but it's nice if you get it early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Most of the time it could just be like, alright, Onyx, DCE, pass, evolve, metal energy, swing, right? That's like the basic game loop. It's like, oh, well, I mean, I guess I could Registeel if it comes up, but it's not, like, mandatory to do or anything, so... Plus, he's a fat bugger, and getting him out of the active spot to actually do your proper game plan is a bit annoying, so...
Which is why we have 5 switch outs.
Yeah!
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally empathize with the whole fat thing in the active needs switch outs.
And yours don't even have 3 energy retreats either.
Yeah, I just don't have acceleration or anything in this deck.
Mm-hmm.
No, incorrect.
Well,
You have arguably the best acceleration in the game.
Here's the thing: if I'm beast ringing to something, it's not retreating.
I mean, you
Is
could
it?
though. If you use 3 of them in one turn, you very much could afford to retreat and go to the other one.
Casually attach the 4th and 5th energy to the active so you can retreat after knuckle impacting.
Might have been an idea, but I was like down to 3 energy in deck at that point. I didn't want...
To be
I
fair...
Did it matter? You were winning.
Okay, like, to be fair...
Not if my bench guy has 2 energy and I don't have a 3rd.
Yeah, in fairness, Beast Ring can only attach to 1 Pokemon at a time, right, per Beast Ring. So it's not as if you can like split to sort of get like the 3rd energy on one thing, and then it'd be like, all right, my 4th my like spare energy here goes on the active or something. Can't do that with Beast Ring. So with the way that you're playing it out, it's like,
out. Like I think that was probably the plan if I didn't get a goose about last turn, was just pay 2 out.
yeah.
Because then I can still Jet Punch at least, and I did kind of leave this vulnerable over here to take a prize later. Maybe should have I was kind of thinking committed Diancie that turn with that Ultra Ball, but I decided to sit on it and just kind of make you retreat it with the threat. And it's a good job I did, because that Ultra Ball was the Marshadow, which...
The Marshadow fucked me. I had a great hand.
I realised putting all your attackers that turn, so it was a good chance just to try and knock you out the game.
Yeah, it was like Steelix DC was in hand, right? So...
Yep. And a Lily.
Yeah, Marshadow does the thing. It's how it be sometimes.
Which again is why I put down this guy, but... No, whoops.
Yeah, he died early.
And then he died.
Well, I put
too.
him down again. Just why I rescue stretchered him and put him down again.
Alrighty then.
So
I
how
don't
are we
know.
figuring this out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't care. Dude. I don't care who goes. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I'll go then.
Fair dues, fair dues.
That.
I think this one's going to be quite interesting, actually, looking at that top thing. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is good or bad for anyone with this one. I think this is going to be quite an entertaining one. What would you like?
Heads, please.
I guess I will go first. It makes sense for this. Yeah, that does not give it away, so,
Pepper, what the fuck have you done to my hand lock?
oh god. Uh-oh, well, yeah, this is why I say this is going to be interesting, because this is quite an entertaining, little, matchup sort of bit here. We have...
Just play more of it.
We have Poipole, I have a Fire... Yeah, this is probably better. I'll Lily draw 4 here. Well, I mean, I wish it was better. Go ahead. Whoops.
I mean, I may be screwed here out the bat. Yeah. This is unplayable.
Oh, no. Yeah, I was gonna Cynthia and I was like, but I have Naganadel in hand. Why would I do that?
Yuck.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Rip. Alright, redo.
Yeah, you can still go first because that wasn't.
Okay.
I didn't start.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, unfortunately, I do not have a basic this time, so...
Okay, I do. So I will put down my prizes and wait for further.
Yep.
And shenanigans.
See... yep, this does have one, so the 1 card. 2, 5, yep. Alrighty, take 2. Let's see what we can do. Well, I mean, I'm stunned just about the same. I have the Poipole, so that's good. I have Mysterious Treasure this time, though, so a little bit better. We've got Fire Energy. Let's keep that to the side, just as the usual sort of bit here. Okay, so what are we working with? That's all fine. I think there's one of those away, that's okay. That's all fine. Should be reasonable. All of that's around. It's probably going to be excessive in this matchup, but that's alright. Okay, we will grab another Poipole.
Yep.
We'll do energy to the active, and I do still have the Lily, but this time it's for 2 more cards, so we'll get our 6. I had too many supporters last time round, really, for it to be like worth a lot more, so...
Same.
Treasure, pitching a 2nd Fire. I think we just grab as many as we can, to be honest. We'll just grab another Poipole down here for now. And that will do. Go ahead.
I'm tempted, but no. That would be way too expensive turn 1. We'll put down Labs.
Yep.
Put down a Grass Energy.
Volume a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
That's alright.
I was drinking and I moved my microphone away.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I thought something like that would be the thing. Yeah.
Cynthia?
Cynthia.
I was tempted to do the thing, but it's too expensive.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get a new hand and see if we can do that instead.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the answer is not really, no.
Damn.
We will Nest Ball.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been the other alternative, wouldn't it? Have been like Volkner for Naspal or something, but even then. Yep.
You'll grab a Grubbin and go ahead.
Okay, we will draw. Yeah, the problem is this turn isn't going to be quite as good as I would like, but... Because unfortunately, me grabbing the Poipole instead of like a Naganadel is going to stop me from actually getting the knockout this turn, but that's fine. So really the thing then comes down to what the hell else would I do? I guess that's sort of tempting. Yeah, that probably keeps things, like, reasonable. I have one Naganadel. It's like, yeah, if I got the second one, I probably could have actually gotten a knockout, but again, because I had 2 Fire Energy discarded, I have another one to attach. But I think this is probably the better way of doing it. We'll use our charging up to get one here, because it's only got a 1 retreat, so we're going to Guzma in the Grubbin. And pay our 1/2 retreat, and we'll Mind Blow Lost Zone this to, with weakness, take the knockout. Because I don't think I've got much of a better play there.
Unfortunately, that might have just won me this.
We'll see, we'll see.
I don't think I'm getting... Yeah, no, there's no way I'm getting set up for that.
Yeah, I mean, I did it because I didn't have much else I could do. My hand is full reactive here rather than...
You could have...
I'd burst, yeah. So, like, I would burst GX, get rid of the thing. Card draw was going to be... I mean, that's good, because it gets me the energy in play, but I don't have an attach for Blacephalon, so, like, I'm still kind of screwed for a while. But, yeah,
Yeah, I can't lose a Grubbin that early.
no, I would have taken an extra turn so to get the attach, and I don't think I would have died in the meantime, but it's possible. Okay, we will see. I do have a basic this time. Alright, that's fine. Going second. Play around the Mekk-Knight columns, right? Alright, 1 for the mulligan. And, yeah.
Okay, this probably does make sense, right? Catch a lightning there, nest ball.
Yep.
Good damn level Grubbin.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I... yeah.
Lily for 5?
Yep.
We'll put down a Rayquaza and pass.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I assume with the way you want to play this that you're not using the ability, but it's always possible, so...
It's very expensive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
plus I don't have any that's already in there.
Yeah, so it's more dangerous to do. Yeah, I fully get that. We're gonna go treasure, discard a fire, because I think I'm gonna have to maybe put the other part of this down, which I don't like, but because like I could grab the Marshadow, and it's probably a good idea to do so, but I also don't know if I like doing that in this hand. The alternative, though, is I put down Lele, and I don't know if I like that either. That's the other
Fair.
bit. Oh, also 2 of those prized. Okay, that might get troublesome. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to grab it, because if I could get Lele and get Lily, but if I do that, then it's still like I don't really want to play as many cards down as I'm thinking here. I could get 5, which is good, but I'd probably still have to Ultra Ball from Marshadow anyway. So let's just do that bit first and see if I can, you know, because worst case scenario, I've got a lot of draw cards. I'll get an energy as well now. I've got a lot of draw cards to get into Ball Search here that could get me the Lily anyway. So yeah, I am gonna let loose here. Yeah, I had two Ultra Ball over. That's why I was like debating over it, because it's like I could pare the hand down, but I think it's just better to get it here because I have plenty of outs to go for a supporter, which I do get, but it's a little bit annoying the way this is going to have to go, but I think it's fine. Ultra Ball, pitching, fire, and Poipole. I think we're just going to get the full sort of setup of it here. We'll get Blacephalon, because the last card I already drew the Lele, so it's like, I only have the one, so it's not something I'm going to get another one of anyway. So we'll get our Lily to draw the bunch of cards. It's full 8, so do that. And then not really a ton else to do. And I don't really see a better time to do this, so I'm just going to burst GX here, I think. Yeah, down it goes.
Pretty sure you usually burst turn your first attacking turn in this deck.
Well, I was considering...
Second.
Yeah, Falconer's good. I was considering whether or not I used Bursting Burn, actually, because the damage is like just about relevant enough here, right? So I lost some one less energy. But,
yes.
yeah.
Get lightning and rare candy?
Yep.
That is what it does, right? Yeah.
Yeah, energy plus item, yeah.
Rare candy, Vikavolt.
Yep. Because Bursting Burn would have actually been kind of interesting here as well, right? The confusion's really annoying, so there was a reason that I could have not bursted.
We'll attach lightning to the Rayquaza and we'll strong charge.
Yep.
Yeah, it would probably have made this Vikavolt go to the Ray instead of active.
Well, I mean, it probably still does, right? Because it's 2 grass that you need for this thing, and you can only accelerate 1.
Oh, yeah.
You've attached, so...
Oh yeah, so it is, yeah.
It's not 2 of either. Which is why one of those has to go back, unfortunately, yeah. No, it's fine.
Sorry, grab her.
No, I'm fully aware it was an accident, don't worry about it. There is a card later on that will accelerate 2 grass energy, though.
I'm still gonna get the Giga Drain off here,
Yeah.
I think.
That's reasonable, because it means you need 1 less energy in total to get the 2 prize knockout here, so very much understandable. Alright, we will draw. Okay, so we can go treasure, pitching, Blacephalon here, I think. Seems reasonable. We can grab ourselves out Naganadel. So we'll go there and there. We have 2 energy, so I might as well charge them both up at the moment, because it doesn't matter where they go from. Just thinking if there's anything else that's worth doing before I just... Not really. I guess we will obviously just manual attach. Is it worth fishing for that? Probably going to be necessary. Yeah, we'll Cynthia here. I'm just thinking, is it like worth fishing? And I'm like, I am probably... no, not probably. If you have an attachment, I am definitely losing prizes next turn, so I probably should try and fish for V-strings and whatnot. Yeah, and I'm gonna Mind Blown, take 1 off of each to get the 200.
I'm just gonna keep these to the side because
yeah,
they are relevant.
Yeah, Energy Recycler is a thing, so...
Attach 1 there.
Yep.
Cynthia. As much as I want a Marshadow right now, I don't think that's the smart move.
Fair enough, yep.
If it would accept the input. How much of a fuck it we ball energy do we want to put?
Gonna use it?
Yeah, there's energy in the discard, might as well.
Yep, that's fair.
There's Lily, Ultra Ball, and another grass.
It's reasonable, yep. Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Recycler, Zoroark, and Labs.
Okay.
Not as good. Not as...
No, but it still gets to
takes the
accelerate,
crash,
yeah.
yes. Or the lightning. You can see that one there. It's...
And strong charge.
Yep. I was wondering if you were going to do that first, considering you had the energy that way. It's like just in case you mill all the grass energy out of the deck or something, but clearly we are fine.
And I think that's enough for the
It
KO.
is more than enough for the KO, yeah. Okay. If I reasonably want to try and get a hit off here, do I have to go Blacephalon and just also fuck it, we ball? Hey Kev. Because I guess the alternative would be hitting with Naganadel is like not the end of the world. It does feel kind of bad though. I have two. I think it's probably actually fine going up with Naganadel because we have the energy in here. It's almost on purpose doing it that way around because it's like if you do get the KO, that's fine. I've still got one to charge up. So I think it's okay because we go... If I get like the Beast Ring anyway, then I can still get 4 energy in play for the stuff here. So I think this is fine. We will draw. Well, I have Ultra Space, so I guess I'll put that down.
It's always nice.
Yeah, it's not the worst. We will Ultra Ball pitching Fire and second one fine. Yeah, second Fire is probably fine here. Do I even take is the thing. Yeah, see, literally the only reason why Ultra Space might be a bit awkward to put down is now if I draw like Keep Factor in and I can't put that down, but so be it, right? That's, if that happens, that happens.
Still might be worth to get the Poi Paul out.
Yeah, about that. I'm actually gonna fail search because I'm gonna fail search because I have it in hand instead. I was sort of thinking, do I? But then again, it's like, do I even want to do that? Because as soon as this one goes down, I'm not gonna be able to Beast Ring again. So it's like the alternative, and I think it's probably better actually. I have a Blacephalon in deck. I think it's better just to get that actually. Knowing the setup here, this can go back in deck in a sec because I have a Cynthia. We are gonna play that in a sec. Just thinking if it's, and it probably is. I think we do just attach first to make sure that I can at least get a hit off here, and then yeah, we're gonna Cynthia and do our 6. 4 of them in the deck. I was hoping at least one would hit. We did get one. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if one's going to be good enough, to be honest, but... yeah, I probably should have actually attached to the Blacephalon thinking about it, because it's like, I kind of need to go all in here, right? But whatever. It is fine. It's like, this attach should have been on here, probably, because it's like, you know, I am going to be cut off of Beast Ring turn right after this, so... yeah, that's a bit of a mess up on my end, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. So we go there, and we do have our charge ups, so we can do that. Pay the 1 to retreat out, and we have to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, and that's what we've got to do. So we're gonna Mind Blown for the 200, and
okay, just let me get these into the pile.
Yep. I was hoping to get more than 1 Beast Ring there, but I mean, getting 1 is in the 27 cards. Like, all 4 of them were there, but getting 1 is still at least better than nothing. But it just highlights that I messed up the attach, right? Because if I had the attach on the Blacephalon here, I'd basically have game.
We attach a lightning here, strong charge.
Yep.
still enough then, right?
Yep.
And little Dragon Break.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, my own fault, because yeah, we would actually just straight win if I attach properly. That's fine. Experience is something I don't have as much of with this, I will be honest. I probably should know more with this deck than I actually do. I mean, it's not entirely over, but it's pretty close. Because the problem now is that in order to actually attack, I need to like keep chaining the stuff. I'm not on free prizes, so basically I need like Beast Energy to be like a top deck or something to chain hits here, which is not very likely, let's just put it that way. We'll treasure pitching Ultra Space here. No targets on that, that's for sure. It is in deck, but like, good luck getting enough cards down in order for it to work at this point, you know. Its hand size, as much as anything, is going to be a problem here. So like, I almost feel like I should have brought this up instead, but that's fine. We will go Poipole down. Yeah, I think there's not much else to say for it here. What do we want to do? The strong charge is still just gonna let you kind of retreat as needed. So I don't think that's really feasible either. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to kind of rely on the top deck with this stuff here. We'll go 1 charge up, 2 charge up. I'm just gonna have to attach and I think just swing for the 80 here with Turning Point.
Let's not be fancy here.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I should have won that, but I messed up my attachment. That's all there is to it.
I'm out of energy, by the way.
Ha! Because it's all in hand. Yeah, the alternative was like I Guzma up, I don't know, like the Vikavolt or something, and just thing it. But then the problem is I don't have like a 2-prize hit, right? If I Guzma something like that in, then yeah, I can't actually end up hitting the thing that I want. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, because I could have Guzma, but then of course your own Guzma kind of thingies out anyway. Yeah, like you're saying, if I'd have just attached the energy to the Blacephalon instead, we would have actually won that game. So it's how it be. That's the kind of matchup that it is, you know. Do we want to try that again, or is it? I think we've shown.
I think
what we
that
need
showcases what that does.
I think we've shown
Like,
what we need to off of that. Yeah.
Practically the same sort of thing.
Only hitting 1 Beast Ring was kind of unfortunate, but not everybody can be could just have all 3 of their 3 per deck thing there, you know. Because I did... Okay, so I mean, Choice Helmet would have done absolutely nothing in here. I took out that because I thought it's kind of pointless, to be honest, for most of what I'd be doing. So, like, yes, it can come up sometimes, but it's, like, so rare that I just thought, yeah, whatever. So in its place...
And also disable it.
Yeah,
Nice.
that also kind of messes stuff up, but just in general, like, this deck can scale past it with 1 extra attachment, so whoop-de freaking do there, but even just in general, I was like, what else does it even do good against? It's like, I guess Ultra Necrozma, that ends up being a trade matchup, but like, again, they scale past it with just 1 more attach. Like, what else is there? Buzzwole, maybe, I suppose, but they can damage mod past it anyway, so it's like, whatever. And, yeah, I didn't really think it mattered enough compared to the other stuff. Yeah, I might be wrong on that, but I figured that, and I really hate Sophocles as well, so I took him out because there's only 2 Lilies in this list originally. So I was like, I'm going to play the extra Lily. I kind of still want to draw support extra, so I'm going to put the TV Reporter in because I think this is better than Sophocles, to be honest. The idea is the same. You discard a Fire Energy and do the thing, right? But this requires you to not... No, like, this doesn't require you to have Fire Energy to begin with to do the thing. Because otherwise Sophocles is like Ultra Ball but bad, let's be honest. So, you know, it's like I really don't like that card, so I thought I'd try the thing instead. And I figured if we were going down to the sort of point, it's like, yeah, I probably want to at least try the Lucamine. I don't think it's too good in here, but I wanted to at least like give it a go. Because it's one of those of like, if I go in with one of the Naganadels to hit, because I do play 4, it's not unlikely. Like, burst on turn 1, get a 2-prize knockout on turn 2, that's me at 3 prizes, right? So I can use Naganadel for 160. And, like, if you've taken a Naganadel and a Blacephalon KO, then I prevent all damage to my guys next turn, right?
I would have to eat a Marshadow,
yes,
assuming you placed one.
Or the Lele.
Which, again,
yeah,
not horrific, but not ideal.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't get rid of... that means I can be very aggressive with the way I keep my energy on the Blacephalon, right? Because you're not killing it. Even if you Guzma and Escape Rope and stuff around it, this is a global effect. This is not the defending... no, like, your active Pokemon can't take damage or something. It's all of your dudes. All of your Ultra Beasts don't get hit. So, there are very reasonable situations in this deck where I would go, like, yeah, turning point for 160 or something because of the way the math has worked out. And also, if you can't kill my guys, that is one extra turn that I can go for Beast Rings on, because, yeah, I'm still on free... you're still on free prizes if you can't kill my dudes, right? So, I figured it would be worth a look. Obviously didn't come up this time. It was in hand, but the free prize stuff didn't happen, so... it is how it be. Very, very straightforward.
Sometimes it just doesn't line up and you need to do something else.
Yep. Very straightforward deck overall, just the obvious risk-reward bit of what I, dinged in with was maybe not there. Maybe I should have just gone in Blacephalon and gone, I'm just simply going to hit the Beast Ring. I had 4 of them in deck after all. And like maybe that would have been the play, but, it's just, you can't necessarily know how the stuff's going to play out. If I had more experience with this deck, I think I would have taken it though, because that would have been a risk that I'd have been like already sort of knowing this is what I have to do. Therefore, yeah. So
Ray just continues to do Ray things.
Yep. This is the version of Ray you got to play post the rotation of Max Elixir, but it's pretty good. Like there's not much really to fault with it, is there? It's a straightforward. Hit really hard type of thing with it, and you got a lot of cool stuff to go with in here.
I really like the Delmise in here. Powerful Swing is quite respectable for a prizer.
Yep, Delmise is really good. It helps against the other single prize type stuff so that you're not just trading really badly into that. The interesting bit is the Lysander Labs in here. Like, I do get it, because like Choice Band can be kind of annoying and whatnot. It's interesting to see that instead of Devoured Field, I think is the bit that I'd be looking at, because I know it might not seem like it matters for Ray, but sometimes that difference between hitting like 180 and 190, right, can actually really come up. I think there are numbers where it's just like that extra 10 can matter. Say even into the massive 2 prizes, I've got 250 HP, right? That's 8 energy plus the field is something that could happen. Because getting to 9 energy and that sort of bit might not happen that much. So, that's an interesting...
I'm comfortably around 7 most of the time there.
Yeah. So, like, there are... I mean, even looking at the lower end of stuff, too, if you haven't managed to get that many just basics at the beginning, and you only have, say, maybe 4 or, like, 5 energy, 5 energy plus the Devoured Field is the 160 mark, right? Which also does potentially come up. There would be times earlier on in the numbers too that it could help. So it's like
really help versus eggs.
Yes, that's the main one. Yeah. So like there are times, and 190 potentially is what you need against that Steelix too, just to make sure that you don't have to, like overdo it. I think you win against Steelix anyway because you just get like 8 energy in play, and then what do they do? But it's just one of those.
I also just negate their pan.
Right, but then you still need 7. You need 7 either way around.
Field doesn't even save you at that point either, because then the pan's back on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any issue with your Steelix matchup into this. It's just I'm just looking at the numbers specifically, going, oh yeah, that's 190 as well, isn't it? So that would kind of do a thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. These are 2 very straightforward hit hard decks. You've got to stage 2 to get into play, but it's not like that bad because Volkner is amazing. Let's just say it how it be. Volkner is a really freaking strong card for stuff like this.
Lightning support is insane right now.
And the sheer fact that this gets you the third energy for the Ray stuff as well, right? It's like you get the lightning, you get your Vikavolt set up, and then you strong charge the grass and the lightning from deck. It's like now I've got a fully powered Ray in a single thing without having to have like gotten an energy out beforehand or something, you know. It's great. One thing we didn't get to see in this this one like actually do too much was the Zeraora. This card is really good too. We're going to see a lot of this for Pikarom coming up. But
gets your fat things out of active.
Yes. This is the mobility tool now, and unlike Manaphy, it's got 190 HP, so it doesn't immediately die to a stiff breeze, because everything could hit one.
And has a decent attack.
2 decent attacks, yeah.
Full voltage is just Nitro Tank, and we've seen that but better.
Yeah, it's Nitro Tank improved, isn't it? Because it can get any basic energy. So in here, it gets the grass energies out too. So that's the other reason this deck is also does really well, right? Is because Ray has a very good GX attack that you can use early in the game if you've pared the hand down enough. But if you don't need to do that, full voltage is excellent as well. Being able to get, even if it's just getting like free energy, that is like an entire Rayquaza set up in one go. So
I just realised something.
What?
Remember that Raichu deck you were looking at? Spam Thunder?
Uh-huh.
Why didn't you just play Forza Aurora?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just spam Plasma Fists.
Now you're getting it.
Exactly.
Oh, no, you can't attack next turn. If only I could retreat for free with one of my 4 Zeraora, including the thing attacking.
You see, at that point, you could probably still play like a 1-1 or a 2-2 Raichu or something, though, because you would keep all the energy in play, right? Just being retreating between them, because you don't pay energy to retreat this thing. So, like, you could probably still play like a dinky Raichu line just to have the big finisher that keeps, that like does more than this, right?
Maybe he ran more than 7 energy. Maybe.
Yeah, well, 9 energy, but yeah. Oh god, that deck had issues. Right, I saw you got a thing out, so I'm assuming you would like a game as well, Pepper.
Yeah, I got one more.
What do I actually play then, is the question. I think I know, because there's like one that I was sort of looking at that I haven't actually gotten to do yet. Where are we at there?
Damage randomizer.
Oh,
390.
Don't click the freaking deck first, you fool.
Or when they inevitably print lore accurate Psywave.
Oh boy. Alrighty then, let's give that a good old shuffle and flip 4 heads, why not? Yeah, I think I'd still go first with this, to be honest. I have no idea, because I haven't really done much with this, but... well, that is a beginning, indeed.
That is not.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Interesting. I figured something like this might be the thing. The other deck I'd actually built today that I was going to bring out was Fire, and I was thinking, yeah, that's not happening. Ah, I see. Right, okay. Curious.
Yeah. Wolves giving the game away. Wolves. I guess I have enough basics in this deck. I have enough basics.
Alright, we'll take our 2 then. Okay, let's see how this goes. We will draw.
Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have a pretty reasonable opening for it. We've got Blitzle, we have Kyurem, I have Nestball. So, like, if I was going second, I'd have the attack, like, immediately here. That's kind of funny.
Kind of terrifying.
Yeah, certainly is. Yeah, because I'm not going to waste any time just, like, bringing that out, because that's all 3 colors that we need. Just seeing if I actually don't know this deck well enough to know all the prizes, I'll be honest, because it's not one that I've really played that much. I think I know like 2 or 3 of them maybe here, but that's fine. I'll manage. And then we will go. It's probably okay doing this first. We'll go Ultra Ball, pitching the water, which I might as well just get to the side here, because spoilers, I guess. Thinking it... Yeah, we'll be fine. I'll pitch the Kyurem. I think I'll probably just get another one here, to be honest.
Random water deck running Aqua Patch?
Yeah, I know, right? I was considering whether or not I wanted to save the Ultra Ball because of getting Zeb Striker next turn, but then I'm realizing the rest of this hand plays out itself, so Aqua Patch there, Fire Energy to... Yeah, that's probably still fine. And we'll Lily for the 8. Which is why I'm like, yeah, I probably should just play this out. I think for now we will leave it at that, though. Go ahead.
Couple up?
Yep.
Use it?
Yep.
Okay, oh my gosh.
That was 2 mulligans, and I added to my opening hand going first, and I still got the entire thing off. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Just realizing that, like, whoa.
Put down a Froakie.
Yep. Yeah, you have to play this one at the moment if you want to use Elm with it, because that's the only one that's less than 70. Yep.
There's no point playing that in this matchup, so Ultra Ball, discard, Glaceon, Eevee.
Yep.
This matchup and thinking this is not a Glaceon matchup.
Not really.
Then I get out my Zoroark matchup.
Yep.
And Lily for 7.
Yep. Almost.
Bench second Froakie. I can't do much else with this. And pass it back to you there.
Okay, we will draw. See, part of me is wishing now that I just put the fire on one of the bench guys instead, but I didn't know that I was going to be able to potentially draw another energy. We have had very weird things with our draw rates and stuff, right, where we just don't get what we actually want of it, so, you know. We will Brooklet here. Grab ourselves the 3rd one. 4th one, technically, but you know what I mean. Bounce it with Shrine.
Punished.
Yep. We will go water here and Cynthia. Part of me was actually not wanting to do that either, in case I like draw all of the energy that I would want to accelerate, but that's so unlikely that, yeah. Zeb Striker, that can go down. It's not going to get used at the moment, but we have it. I might as well play it in case I get Marshadowed, you know. And it's a pretty good thing to have like a draw engine if you get yourself let loose. We will put a baton down on this Kyurem, and yeah, we are just going to Trinity Star because we have the Goober types in play, and we can accelerate. Basically do what we do with Arceus V-Star, which is pretty good. Accelerate 3 basic energy from the deck. anywhere that I like. Pretty good. So let's just go ahead and grab all of them out just now, because it seems like the best bet to do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, looking at this, I'm gonna have to. My order in here though. This. Probably, for that. Yeah. Ultra Ball, discard Choice Band, Ultra Ball.
Yep.
Yeah, Frogadier.
Yep.
Frog, put 20 on the active.
On the active, yep.
Frog, put you another 20 on that.
Okay.
Gonna have to play the Zoroark here.
Yep.
Trade a Ultra Ball. CC on the Zoroark. Dinfia. No.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been nice about it. Yeah, just gonna have to pass and stop taking chip. I think this is going to end really badly for me, this matchup. But...
Alrighty. I mean, yeah, we're gonna Guzma and the Zoroark here, I think. I was kind of thinking whether or not I wanted to do it with the frog, but then I'm like, no, this is probably better. If you only put one frog down, I might have done that, but no, I think I just need to hit here. So we will Freezing Flames for 160.
For business. Yeah. Water to the frog. Oh. Can't afford to roll. Judge.
Okay. Well, I did have Cynthia in hand, so that's why I didn't Zip Striker, to be honest with you. Like, I've had chances, but I'm like, oops. Oh, you got 5 instead. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Correctable game state.
Oh, for
Uh-oh.
let's just say it's a good job I'm a Zoroark right now. Trade a lecture.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm stupid here.
Okay,
I'm
yeah. Oh, man.
Because I have 2 more lectures.
Yeah. Had the end, had a water, had Aqua Patch.
I don't think this matchup's particularly winnable for me. Like, this deck is a matchup fish. And
Sorry,
this is,
it's probably quite tough, yeah.
Yeah, you can't help it. Blind matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, I did sort of hint last week that I might want to play this as the other sort of bit. I wanted to at least show it because we haven't done that for a recording yet. This was like one of the first things I played, I believe, or at least the sort of loose variant with this. And this was something I was very interested in before we started the stuff here. But Grand Ball was of course my first deck, so I had to do that first. And I think I don't think Sai played this directly into me at that point, but this was like one of the things that was on day one of our like fairly extensive testing group thing, so I was like, yeah. My change from the stuff here is I put a third Blitzle in because I wanted an extra copy of just a lightning Pokemon to go with here. There's not a huge amount of differences otherwise, I don't think, because it's a very similar sort of build. I think we both ended up like not playing the 4th Shrine because I think it might have been on 4 initially, but it felt excessive. So it's like we only play 3 because again it's just like it's a bit awkward for the stuff there.
Pheromones, right? Is Pheromones just to turn on Arceus? So
yeah, it's instead of, because you can't play Coco for it, but if you're gonna do the Zeb Strike a bit, you need a grass Pokemon, so you do have to play the Arceus to do it for the Arceus. But it also has 0 retreat, which is the reason why you pick this over anything else.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that part.
Yeah, it's a free retreater,
that's the
so it's a really good one to have around with that. So
I'll have to check what the alternatives were, but if that's what free retreat is, probably the winner.
Also, it can be searched off the opponent's Ultra Space if you go against like a Buzzwole deck or the Blacephalon stuff, which is really good, because it is an Ultra Beast after all, so that helps you get some extra setup as well. And it technically is like you could swing for 100 with a Choice Band on Lycanroc or something, which is pretty funny. So, you know, it might actually matter. High Jump Kick is an attack that it has, so, you know, it does exist. Yeah, I didn't put the escape board in. I think that is size highlighting. That's one of the other sort of main... I think that might have been like our major difference in the end. I favored having the extra lightning basic, and I mean, I started with it in that opening hand, so I guess I can, like, you know, feel alright with it. And
I didn't like Zipstrika getting locked active, or Blitzle getting locked active.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's not the most expensive thing to get out, so especially with like Aqua Patch just being able to get the most of the time get the energy back, so I felt pretty alright with it, but I can totally understand the hesitation on it.
Or even Marshadow if that happens, because that's also slightly annoying to get stuck in.
Yeah. The escape board is good, because like the main stuff that... The only thing you don't really want to retreat in here is the Kyurem, and everything else is a one retreat mon. So escape board does fit. But I figured I just wanted the extra consistency of just one more thing.
Oh.
Because
it's also works for the Arceus.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying everything else in this deck is a one retreat. It's kind of great, actually. Yeah, so it's just one of those sort of bits of like that's the flex spot that we've dinged in. I don't remember if the original list had 4 Wishful Baton as well. We might have cut one.
I think it did.
Yeah, I think we cut one for a little bit. Again, it just like it felt almost like it clashed just a tiny bit with you know, it's like with that Raichu deck I was mentioning earlier, of it having like the retrieval and the fisherman and you know, everything sort of bit that way. It kind of felt like the Aqua Patches were doing the majority of the work that you would want the Baton to do, and you have an energy recycle system, so if fire is the problem, you can shuffle those back into deck. So, like, yeah, Wishful Baton is really good, but so is Choice Band for the numbers here. You hit 160, so getting to that 190 mark if you can't get the Shrine down is rather important, so I figured, why are we playing for? Yeah.
You're hitting 210 at that point.
Yeah.
There may be a couple of important cards that sit at 210.
And there's a lot.
Too major, but...
There's a few...
Sorry.
I was going to say there's a few that sit at 200 as well, right? Which is where the Choice Band plus Shrine comes in. Ninetales, Lycanroc, right? So, Glaceon.
Bleeding out Pokemon going into your turn is always a nice thing.
Yes. So, yeah, so I figured the Choice Band is actually pretty important, more so than it would maybe look. So I was like, I like Baton, and it's probably a good play when not as many decks are playing a ton of Field Blowers. But I also think it might clash a little bit too much to play 4. So, considering we have...
Baton also helps your Granbull game.
Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Because it's like you can trade with a Granbull a bit more there. They have 1 Field Blower, so I guess if the full setup is there, you could probably Diantha for it a couple of times, or like one time maybe is all it would need to keep reasonably even there. But yeah, I thought, I mean, if Baton is keeping all the energy in play, then the Aqua Patches are dead cards as well, right? So, you know, there was a lot of, like, weird stuff I was thinking, like, this is good, but is it, like, good enough to play 4? I don't know, so I didn't. And, yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it really is just one card change between our two decks. It's like, Escape Board was something I would like, but I favored having the extra consistency here. Because the problem I was thinking of is, like, if you end up prizing one of each or something, or it can be hard to just, like, draw them, right? You need 2 specific cards, and you only play 2 of each. It can be a little bit awkward to get that going sometimes.
It can also be hard just to get the Arceus itself.
Yes. Yeah, and if you have to get that and also use your nest ball, like you can't really nest ball for this if you're nest balling for the other two pieces for it, right? So I figured, why don't I just play an extra piece of part of it? And also, Zeb Striker is just really freaking good at getting you set up in the early stuff as well. So I am not going to be upset if I like have a couple of Blitzle down, right? As for the thing, I think there's a completely reasonable thing to play an extra one here. So. Yeah, but the deck is really cool. The White Kyurem, this is the second time that White Kyurem could have been considerable. The previous one was in Fates Collide, I'm pretty sure. It was either that or Steam Siege, it was one of the two. And it was it had Blizzard Burn as its second attack, so maybe not quite as outright powerful there. But its first attack, if you had a Water and a Fire on it, did 40 and 20 to 2 of the opponent's bench. There were a few times I considered building that, to be honest, because... it is pretty good. I think the only reason I didn't is because I ended up building Coco instead, right? Because you could easily go Aqua Patch plus Attach, or hell, just a Rainbow Energy would work with his stuff there. So, like, that card was also really cool. But this one, I think, was a bit more successful overall. And,
yeah,
is a lot of fun. Like, this sort of deck isn't the typical sort of bit you would see, because this Arceus is, like, really freaking hard to play. You tried to play this in the Xerneas deck, right? Was the Rainbow Road thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it technically works there, but that deck is just hella hard to play.
Yeah.
By nature.
This is a lot more straightforward for it, and this is like, I think this is the best home that you'd probably ever find for it, really. Because unfortunately there aren't any Water type Ultra Beasts, so Beast Box can't exactly use it for that. So. It could do the rest of it, right? Because you've got Xurkitree and you've got Pheromosa, but you need a Water type in. Water's not really the splashable part, ironically. So yeah, this is better for it. And
you could run Vulpix, but really.
Yeah, Vulpix in a
why?
Beast Box deck though. That's the I mean maybe.
That's the thing. It's why would you?
The only.
I guess you can play Fairytales for
Yeah.
Beast Rings like the Buzz deck does.
Yeah. I like the single price simplicity of this list though, so that's the other bit that you would miss if you tried to play Arceus in Beast Box. And also, if you're searching all of your energy out with the Arceus, then what's left for the Beast Rings? You know, there's nothing left for the Beast Rings.
That's the problem.
Dude, it is kind of nuts though, just being able to go Trinity Star for 3 fire energy and just like power ups 3 of these in like succession with that though. That is wild as far as effects go. I know.
Especially when you get off 3 times in one game.
Not that you would ever know anything about that, eh? Sorry, Kib.
That was a little bit of bullying.
In this case, 1 was all it took. But yeah, sorry it wasn't the greatest matchup to go into this here, but this guy is kind of neat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I wanted to get a couple of things to try out the way at the same time, so I went for this list.
Yeah.
Stock, I didn't make any real changes to it. I'm not sure what I would want to do. The problem is though, is that Glaceon is a matchup fish. I just don't know what else to say. Against opposing Zoroark decks or anything else it shuts down, it's probably really good. If it wins the coin flip and just lots early at the game, it's really good. If it doesn't do those things, you've got a 2/2 Zoroark and a Dream. You've got
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I didn't actually know the full extent of the way this list was built, because I know some of these play like a heavier Zoroark line and just play like maybe 2/2 of this or something.
The Gren is a thick addition that forces the compromise here.
Yeah. This was another bit that I wasn't entirely sure what the line looked like as far as how like large
I did
it
make
was.
one change, sorry.
Yeah.
It was a split line of Froakie when I picked on the list.
Right.
But with 3 lecture, like I know you have Ditto, but
Yeah. Totally understandable. Yeah, so, like, if you hadn't have gone double for Frogadier down, I would have probably considered Guzmering that instead, just to cut you off of the Greninja part of it, but that's me not knowing the deck comp, right? If I was, I'd be thinking, okay, there's almost definitely going to be, like, enough of this coming down, like, I was thinking there's going to be 3 of this or something, but then, yeah, I don't, matchup fish, don't really know
the idea
the
is just chip damage in this list.
Yep.
And maybe the occasional haste slash.
Like,
in this matchup in particular, I'd want to chip these white Kyurems into right beating range.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. Is like it does get you to hit the number that you need for the single prize one here, and it's not like I can one shot with a bit here because we don't play Kukui in this list to hit like 210 max. We have to use the shrine to do stuff that way, and I think that would have worked. But again, that then relies on me having the choice band as opposed to the baton on. But the sheer fact if I had the baton there pretty much meant that, like, yeah, a lot of stuff wasn't really going to work as well there.
Yeah. I put both those first chips into the Arceus because I know it was one chip away from everything else, but there's no way for me to one chip this.
Yep.
So if you just stayed active and took another Excel turn, I needed both those chips there to get the Riotous tip back.
Yeah. Yeah, if I didn't have, I mean, it would have been basically impossible for me to have not had a thing otherwise, because if I didn't have any energy in hand, I wouldn't have left all of these at like 2 or 1 energy, right? I'd have accelerated the water out of the deck as well, so I'd have just gotten one of them ready to attack. So probably the indicator that I had, like, you know, 5 energy across 3 Kyurem is like, okay, he must have one in hand then, probably, because, like, why would you leave these unable to attack otherwise, right?
My hand and board game and nothing else. I was short on energy that game and led my EVs into a matchup I just don't want a Glaceon in.
Yeah, basically.
What is it doing here? It's doing fucking nothing.
Yeah, more or less.
It's saying shrine shit. That's all it's doing.
Yeah, it's at risk of dying in 1 hit because of the shrine as well. Because again, this is one of those 200 HP mons I was on about. So, yeah. No, it's understandable. As we say, unfortunately not the greatest of matchups to go into, but we weren't to know. And like I said, the other deck I was thinking of was Makago Flareon, and that would have been really bad here. So
yeah, that's just weakness matchup. Yum yum yum.
Yeah, no, I will. I mean, I was going to probably play this anyway, but when I saw the water energy thing on the top as you were getting the deck out, and when I was talking to Sai, I was like, I probably shouldn't bring this, right? I built this afternoon, and I've not tested it at all, but it's like
been no fun to go in the other way.
Yeah, because your Glaceon also kills this, right? Because half the point of this is Makago can accelerate energy. You use the other Makago to top deck an energy, and then you discard it with the GX, and you accelerate wherever you want. Like, that's the whole way this keeps attacking after the early bit. Kind of wish I could get more Fiery Flint in here for the Flareon, mind you, but, you know, it's not an entirely focused bit with it there, so I wouldn't want to add more Pokemon into this list, to be honest, so... There was a straight Makago thing that didn't have Flareon that did well in one of the Japanese tournaments around this sort of time that this was, like, starting to get based on. There was a bunch of one-off tech items and stuff in there, I think, which I just didn't include, but, yeah. It's interesting enough. They had 2 Lele, I think, as well, which was one of the things for the Flareon dinging out, and I was like, that's probably fine. Don't know if I want it, though, you know. I think they also played the other
The
slot.
thing with Lele right now is that it's a liability in a lot of matchups, and your supporters just aren't that great.
They're not as good in... Yeah, they're not as good at, like, raw drawing and stuff as before. It still feels really good to go, like, Lele for a Guzma or Lele for Ledger, basically, to emulate the Bridget thing. That still feels really good, but it is a lot easier at this point to punish this thing being on the field as well. And, well, let's just say it never fully goes away, obviously, but let's just say fairly soon we're going to be getting an even frailer version, but something that ends up, like, basically taking the spot of this in most decks anyway because of the whole nature of drawing with it instead of being just a search card. This sort of effect is never going to truly go away though. Like, Search a Supporter, I mean, hey, this exact amount of HP and this exact effect on a 2-prizer is used in Modern, so it is never going to fully go away. But it is a calculated risk to put it down at this point, and sometimes you're just not going to be able to afford that risk in the deck that you're playing. So I think that has happened now in this particular set more than it had in the past, so that's why we don't see Lele as much as we used to. Because, I mean, we have seen how many decks today can hit like the 160, the 170 sort of mark, 160 with Shrine, or the 170 sort of... How many of the decks that we play can get up to that really easily? An awful lot of them, right?
And the one that doesn't is freaking Steelix.
Right.
You aren't happy about either if you're a Lele.
No, not really. So, like, it's becoming easier to truly punish this thing being down.
I mean, there's been plenty of decks where like, I don't like this thing anymore. Can I get rid of it?
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it will never fully go away because this effect is just
asshole.
too powerful. Yes, this is the this is the guy.
I had to pick the good art. I had
Questionable, but yes. It's not the worst one, I don't think, but you know.
Nah, there's a rainbow. So.
Exactly.
Deck-wise, I still have a bunch left to play, so I don't know where Pepper's at on that for Saturday.
I'm good for Saturday at least. I'm not sure where I'm going to be after that, but
I think we should be starting to wrap up the set anyway.
Yeah, sort of what I'm thinking. I know there's still a bunch that you've got that you want to show. I'm not entirely sure at this point how many more I actually like truly want to do, because like there's a few that I would play, but like we've already sort of played them out before, and it's the kind of decks that I'm like effectively one and done on. Like the Solgaleo Ninetales thing I've got that's technically different. It's like I don't really want to play that again. I didn't feel very good, right? Tina Tags is like fine, but it's not nearly at it's not at its best at the moment, and also I just don't like that deck. So, you know, and
it's also playable next set anyway.
Oh,
so.
it's more playable next set, let's put it that way. And then a lot of the other stuff we've already seen.
I had Cofagrigus, Eggs, and the Simeon left.
Oh, we never did show the egg thing, huh?
Yeah, I was sort of saving it for Saturday, if we're still doing that.
Yeah, I'm good for Saturday, so...
Well, yeah, we'll see. I might not play 2 games on Saturday, because I don't think I've actually got, like, 2 decks that I especially want to... Because, like, most of the spare decks I have are ones that you've either already played or you're talking about playing right here, you know? Like, I have the Executor and the Cofagrigus thing as well in the back sort of set here, but I'm not playing them if you are. I am not
build
like...
better Raichu.
Yeah, build better Raichu. I mean, that might happen, but don't get your hopes up for it. I'd be more likely to just bring Jolteon in, to be honest, because...
Jolteon Zoroark?
Yeah, I mean, I've got 1 Zoroark in there at the moment, but yeah, I'd be more likely to bring something like that, to be honest, because I have been enjoying that deck. It's just like, I know it's not quite at the level that it needs to be at the moment, if that makes sense, but...
Next set, this big Zappy Bird comes in and is...
helps it out a lot.
Assume it doesn't displace Jolteon almost entirely.
No. Jolteon actually starts seeing play next set. There isn't a Jolteon list in this. Yeah, Jolteon Zapdos, and it also finds its way into Pikarom lists as well, because Swift Run is a pretty freaking good attack. So I will see. I can play that because I know nobody else is really gonna go into stuff that way with it, and I do like the deck, so like that's the thing. Like Zoro Decitales is probably the only other one that I've got that I would play, but like that's still considerable. So yeah, I might only play one game and leave the other sort of show off stuff for you guys because you've got more decks than me to show off with it. But if you want to do Saturday stuff, we can do Saturday stuff. I am happy having a third thing of this.
But we also need to figure out what we're doing.
There's also
for
Zygarde
Christmas.
list for next set, which we could play, which are at legal list set, but I think that's a specific tech against Pikarom,
Yeah.
so I don't think I'd want to bring it this set.
Yeah. Right. You were saying, Si?
We need to figure out what we're doing over Christmas.
That's fair. Well, we don't have to play this over Christmas, to be honest. That's
Well,
far
I
beyond
won't
that.
be home from the 23rd
Right. Yeah.
until the 26th.
Break for Christmas sounds fine to me.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway,
Brother
yeah.
will be feeding the cats for me, but I won't be home.
Ah, it sounds adorable. Alright. Anywho, yeah, for this one, I think that is more than enough. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, there were some pretty interesting matches with the stuff here, I think. Even if it was a bit unfortunate with, like, the last one and stuff with that, I think there was still some entertaining stuff with it. Yeah, curious considering how much of a monster this Steelix has been against like everything I've ended up being unfortunate enough to play into it. Interesting seeing how that matchup went. And, well, Ray versus Blacephalon was very funny, I would to give it that much. that was
It's
certainly...
basically a massive slugfest.
yeah. Yep, dragon breaks and explosions everywhere. Yeah. So, I think... Yeah, next time you guys have got some stuff you want to show, I might bring one thing, and we will go from there. So, thank you for watching on YouTube. Until next time,